It's delicious.
Hi everyone, I'm Cathy Lentine. Today I have something very interesting to show you. I went over to Max Borrelli and Lou Borrelli's place over in Canada to their winemaking, I guess it would be their warehouse. And I really had a wonderful day. We took a little day trip over there and I'm going to show you what I did over there.
Max, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good.
Good, pleasure to have you.
Good. I haven't seen you in a while, and we're back
here we are.
in a new environment for you. Something
winemaking
different than
environment,
the tomatoes.
yes.
I want you to tell me, where are we?
Well, today you're at Borrelli Wines in Windsor, Ontario. And we're in the middle of or in the starting of our 2009 California wine grape season.
But what do you do here? What is this actually?
What we do, we service the home winemakers in the southwestern Ontario and Michigan areas. We provide California wine grapes for sale and resale to our customers, California wine grape juices, and we provide a number of different services.
Okay, so when you mean by this is like, let me, for instance, my husband makes wine.
Yes.
So he would come here and buy the grapes
He would buy a grape.
Take them with him, or?
You can do both. You could either come in and purchase any one of probably about 50 different type of varietals.
My gosh.
And you can make them on premise here, on our premises, or you can take them home and make it at home.
Wow.
Yeah. So a number of different interesting varietals that are available. I think you'll be very interested.
Well,
in
could
what
you
we have
tell
to
us
offer.
where do these grapes come from? They're coming from Italy?
We purchase all of our grapes from California.
Okay.
They come from Lodi, California, the Napa Valley regions. Mm-hmm. We also have Paso Robles and Sierra Foothills in the Amador region. Okay. Depending on the different varieties, some of them are special orders. We have customers who call us in advance. They'll order Cabernet Sauvignon, Zinfandel, Napa Valley Merlots, and we will place the orders and have them picked and shipped to Windsor, Ontario.
Something.
Yeah. And our customer will come in and actually make these lovely grapes and produce some beautiful wines.
And how long have you been in this, doing this
The
wine?
family's been in 60 years. I'm second generation, and the third generation is coming, which were our kids.
Boys, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's both myself, Max Borrelli, and Louis Borrelli, my partner, that are in the business. My father was Luigi and Connie Borrelli.
Oh,
mother.
Connie, that's my mother's name.
Yes, yes. Pleasure. And should we take a look?
I want to. Do you want to take us around?
Sure.
And show us the grapes?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when we come back, Max is going to actually show us the grapes that he makes the wine with. This is going to be exciting. Oh, it's cold in here.
It's cold. Our California room.
Oh,
That's
so
what we
so
call
where
it.
are we? Look at all the grapes.
We're in a cold storage here where we keep all our California wine grapes, the different varietals. When they arrive, we immediately unload them from our truckloads, and we store them at 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, are these all spoken for?
No, they're not all spoken. Some are pre-orders, and we do carry inventory because we have a lot of people that come in during the season that come in. They walk in and they'll buy their product.
And there's all different varieties.
They're all different varieties.
Want to go through a
You'll
few
see
of them
that this
with
is
me?
Amador. This particular grape comes from the Sierra Foothills. It's a Tempranillo, a vine which is actually a Spanish vine. It's been transplanted in California. It is a family of Zinfandel. Very sweet. It's got about 26% sugar. Just the right amount of tannins to make a really nice wine.
Red, white?
It's a red wine.
Red wine.
Red
Red
wine.
wine.
And you can tell from the berries, and they're very, very small, very nice, very sweet.
Can I taste it?
Yeah, sure. You're welcome to taste that.
Wow, it's delicious.
Yeah.
One more. When we were in Italy, we picked them right off the vines.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, you'd love it in
Oh my gosh,
California.
just
Is beautiful.
beautiful.
You know,
Max, I want you to tell me, how did winemaking come into the States and into Canada?
well, the first immigrants, Italian immigrants, brought over the first grapevine, which was Primitivo. Primitivo is really Zinfandel, which today you'll notice in the Michigan area, very well known as Napa Valley, also Valley Beauty Zinfandels.
Okay.
Those grapes came in over time. Predominantly the market was probably 90% Zinfandel about until 25 years ago, where it started to become different varietals, Muscats, Carigans, Cabernet Sauvignon became popular. Obviously in the evolution of the industry during Prohibition, one of the little things you were able to do was make wine at home. And
That's when all the
and
Italians would
that's-
start making
exactly,
it in
and
the basements.
a lot of people were making it in the basement and so forth, and it caught on. In Canada, it's a little different story. I mean, we have an environment where there's much more taxes on alcohol and wine, so people do make their wines to save money. And you can literally make a nice bottle of wine for about $3 to $4,
yeah.
where you're paying, you may be paying up to 15 and up.
Right.
So that's really where it's at today.
And then
It's
you know what else I wanted to ask you too is, how come the homemade wines are a little more potent than the wines you would get at the store?
Well, obviously, when you're making wine at home, a lot of the old Italians, I mean, a lot of the winemakers, they're not as sophisticated as a winery. Wineries in California, obviously, they're contracted out to have certain percentage of sugar in the
Okay.
grapes. A lot of times 21, 22% to produce roughly a 12, 11.5 to
Beautiful,
12%. Many of these grapes have 26% sugar. So they'll produce 15% and higher. Yeah. And that's really why. I mean, you really need to know the chemistry.
You do, and that's and I don't know if I mean, how much you want to get into that, but even like when we're in Italy, I mean, I know I drink a couple glasses and I've had enough.
No.
But when we were in Italy, we could drink at 11 o'clock in the morning and continue.
Yeah, that's...
And it didn't affect me like it did back home.
More
And
of a like-
I wasn't tired. I was drinking red wine. It was wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's probably have about 11% alcohol as opposed to what, 15,
Right.
16%. But like I said, the wineries have, their master winemakers, and they balance and they know how to do the chemistry on the product.
Well, this is something though. So now where would be for your white wines?
Your white wines, we have, I'll bring you through the white wines, and the biggest variety we have, a lot of Italians come over and buy the Muscatel, which is a
Okay.
Muscat grape. Muscatel grapes, which is basically, this particular grape is a grape that's made, and makes, they use this grape to make Asti Spumante.
Oh.
It's Canelli Moscato. It's a very sweet grape.
Oh, that's good.
It's got about 23%.
Moscato d'Asti at my daughter's shower, her wedding shower. Oh,
Very
that's-
nice.
That's delicious.
Very popular grape, very popular varietal. Your Sauvignon Blanc, I'm sure you're familiar with Sauvignon Blanc. Very small clusters, much smaller than what you would normally see.
Okay.
Different flavor, a little bit more spicy.
Not as sweet.
Yeah, very nice.
What is the difference between actually when you go to the fruit markets and you buy a grape that you're going to eat opposed to making the wine?
These grapes are specifically California wine grapes.
For wine.
And they're juice grape. They're considered juice grapes. Your table grapes is a completely different
Completely
varietal.
different.
It's more pulpier.
But
a little
could
hard.
we sit down and eat these if
You
we
could.
wanted to?
You could. It's got a lot of sugar, but you could eat. A
Grapes
lot
are
of people
good,
do come in
so-
and buy them to eat.
Max, when we come back, will you show us the process of how you make the wine?
Yes, I will.
Okay, this is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Max, what is this?
We're into our winemaking process room, where this is where a lot of our customers will bring in our grapes that they choose. They select what varietals they'd like, and they ask for certain services. The services are destemming. We'll take the actual grape and have them destemmed.
So this is the beginning?
This is the beginning.
Okay.
And what happens here, once they're pulled off the stems, you will ferment on the skin. The whole, obviously, the science behind it, to get a better, robust, much better tasting wine, is to ferment on the skins, like Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlots, and you get that plummy, very nice tasting, chocolatey, dark chocolate taste. That's where they come from, that
Wow.
nice pulpy taste.
So can we do it?
Yeah, we're
Can
going
I
to do
help?
it. And I'm going to get
Can I
you
help?
something to put on
Oh,
so you don't
okay,
get dirty.
Yeah, I have white on.
There you go.
Okay.
And,
Borrelli. Okay.
So we're going to get in
Okay,
there.
so who do we have here? Oh, I've met,
We got
this is your son?
third generation here,
This is
Louis.
Lou, yeah?
Yeah.
And this is
Francesco.
Francesco. And these are his grapes?
He's a customer and he's destemming his grapes. Now
Okay.
we're going to turn on the machine.
What kind of grapes are these?
This particular
Carignano.
varietal is Zinfandel,
This is
or
Carignano.
this is Carignano. He's doing Carignano and Zinfandel, a blend of two different type of grapes. You can see that the Carignano is a little bit bigger in berry. It's a different varietal. This is a traditional Italian type of grape that would be made. Zinfandel is what I talked about before, the Primitivo, one of the first grapes that were brought into North America, and he's blending the both of them.
Max, can you mix any grapes to make wine?
There's certain types you can, certain types you
And
can.
certain that come better
Yes,
than others?
yes. Like a Bordeaux, you would take a Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and a Merlot and blend.
Okay.
But
So
let's get to it, and we'll
Okay, I wanna
we'll do
see
some of
what
the
we're doing
destemming
here.
for you. We're gonna get
It's
Cathy
good.
here.
What do I do?
Right here. Come on around here. You can go up in the.
Okay. Do I
Yeah.
touch them?
Yeah, no, you'll have to dump.
Oh, I don't, what am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna dump them.
All right. So
Oh.
here we are. Bitter. You don't want them in your wine.
Oh, wait, there's like 20 cases over. So Max, after the first process, the juice process, then where does it go? What's the next process?
After the juicing and the destemming, the customer has one of two things they can do. Either they can leave it on the premise, ferment on the skin for a period of 5 to 10 days, or they can take it home,
Okay.
and they can press the grapes at home with their own grape
And
torque.
then they take care of doing everything
They
themselves?
would take care of everything from A to Z. If they leave it here, we would take it. It's a wine on premise. They would start the batch. They would put yeast in the grapes. At that point, we would have them fermented on the skin anywhere from 5 to 10. We'll press them and we'll put them in French oak barrels if the quantities are warranted. This barrel here holds approximately 24 cases of grapes. It is a French oak barrel. The barrel, I mean, there's a whole science to the barrels. It's Slovenian oak. Actually, the craftsmen are in France. You also have beautiful American oak barrels.
And does
nowadays.
the oak matter
The-
on the taste of the
They
wine?
do. They do. And the taste of the wine is completely changed by the oak. There are compounds in the oak and compounds in the actual grape that react. And what it does is it gives a wine a buttery texture, very buttery, very smooth. The nose is excellent. You get that aroma of French oak or American oak.
So it is better for them to actually keep
And age
it here.
Yes.
And let them age them and let you take care of doing all the process.
It's a lot easier.
What
Simpler, easier.
happens if, I mean, you have enough room for how many barrels?
Oh, well, there's a significant amount of room. A lot of our people, they will actually make 1 or 2 batches with our approximately 40 liters. A lot of our customers that do come in this state, they'll come in early in August. They'll notify us, let us know exactly what type of grape they would like. We order it in advance, and they'll keep it here for about a year and a half. You know.
How many
We will
bottles
do-
of wine do you get out of
This
the
is
barrel?
300 bottles of wine at $7.50.
And does usually a customer do a barrel of wine?
If they're into this type of high quality wine, they will do a barrel.
And do they Okay, can you fill a half a barrel, or should
No.
you fill a full barrel?
The barrel must be full
Fill.
at all times.
Okay.
Because you don't want oxygen to get in.
Oh my gosh. So,
Yeah.
and anything else in the process of it?
Then we drink.
Okay,
Get
do
to
you
the-
have anything I can taste?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
yes,
then
we do.
when we come back, we're going to taste.
No problem.
Okay, Max, I'm a little confused here. You said that the grapes just came in and they have to go through a fermenting process. This gentleman looks like he's bottling up his wine. What's he doing?
Well, there's 3 different ways that you make wine. You can make wine here. Obviously, yes, there are juices now that are available and concentrate kits that are available 12 months out of the year.
Okay.
So we do have a regular clientele that comes in and they can use either juice or concentrate kits, which are made in California. They're stored at 32 degrees and it can be shipped anytime
And so
throughout
they're
the year.
sent as juice.
Exactly.
And that's the process of them already being pressed
in
out?
California at that.
Oh, okay. So you can bottle it up all year?
In Canada, we're a licensed premise where customers can come in and make their own wine on the premise.
Okay.
They simply come in. They can either use a concentrate kit or a juice and drop the yeast, start the process, come back and bottle their product
But
once it's done.
only when the grapes come in that's when, like they have to be ripe in September.
Yeah,
when
during the September product, the traditional winemaking season is for the guys who came in, the winemakers who would come in and actually make it out of California wine grapes.
Okay.
That's available throughout the months of September, October, and November.
Oh, it goes all the way till November?
Yes, and
Oh.
the industry's evolved obviously because what they do now is they'll press the grapes, any excess, and certain hectaacres, fill up the tanks in California and ship it upon request, upon order.
And is from September the grapes the same as to November? Or is it better to do it earlier in the season?
Your grapes normally every year the harvest is a little different because of the weather.
Of the weather.
This year it's about 10 days late.
Late.
Napa Valley's coming off and they'll be picking next week, which will be the 25th of September. We've already received California wine grapes from Lodi last week, and usually run until about the 20th of October.
Do you receive the same grapes from Napa Valley as you do from Lodi?
We will receive the same varietals. Some are a little different, but the quality is much,
So you
much
make
higher.
the same wine?
We make the same wine, but different quality.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so he's already bottled it up over here,
Yeah.
and then he's bringing it home today,
He's bringing it home today, and he's bottled up his wine.
and you did everything for him.
He did. He did
He
everything.
did it? He did
Yeah, he's done everything. He started the process.
Uh-huh.
He's bottling. What we do is we take care of the wines and make sure that we can rack it and stabilize it. And
Did
so
you bottle up all your wine?
Yes.
Oh, so I didn't even get to taste it.
Oh, I had a sample.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't
we
get
can
to.
open a bottle.
Maybe we will.
But we don't want to do that here.
I know it's not legal.
I didn't get to taste it. So
But
beautiful
wonderful
bottles.
job,
So can you put your own labels on and everything?
You can have customized labels. You can have your picture on there. You can have all sorts of goodies there. So, and this is what it's all about. You
Max,
produce-
maybe next year we'll do a little cooking with Cathy label on
There
it.
you go.
My
There
own.
you go.
So, well, good
Yeah,
luck.
I'm making it. My son lives across the street, and he's getting married. So then he's going to get a fancy label, probably through here, that'll have their name and the wedding date, etc., etc.
Perfect, perfect.
And type of wine.
Uh-huh.
And he'll enjoy.
I'll
the
enjoy
wine.
it. Well, thank you.
Great.
Okay, we're back. Max, this is yours.
Yeah, this is our wine. This is
filled?
one of my. This is filled, right? 225 liter barrique barrel from France. This is a 2008 vintage year, and we're going to try some.
Is it done?
Yeah.
It's all done?
It's
Ready?
not completely done.
Okay.
It's got about another 8 months of aging, but it is made with Merlot and Syrah grapes. We're going to try this out. We get in there with a wine thief, pull some of it out. This is a very nice, deep colored.
Okay, that's good, Max.
Bordeaux.
Don't do too much. I got a long ride
You can
home.
swirl it and smell it, and it's really something.
It's delicious.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Plummy taste.
I can't imagine it aging any more than this. This is just delicious.
Do you smell the actual
it's-
aroma of
It's delicious.
the oak barrel?
Smells so
and the,
good.
a little bit of
Can I
the
have more?
plum features, canterbury, blackberry.
It's real rich. It's
Yeah.
it's almost
Robust.
robust,
Yeah.
thick, like a.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
This
so-
is a very structured wine. It really is. It's got a lot of tannins, very rich.
Does everybody get to taste it?
Well, I'm sure we could provide. some
Everybody
time.
that I brought with me gets to
Of course,
taste it.
of course.
So, oh, Max, this was wonderful. I just love this. I did not. I mean, all the years that my husband has even made the wine, I never followed how he went through it, and you know, we drink wine. We
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
went to Italy, had wonderful wine there. I think this is going to be wonderful. It's
Yeah,
going to people to know the process of
Well,
it.
it's a pleasure having you
Oh,
here today.
and different than the
obviously-
tomatoes.
Yeah, it's much
you know,
different than olive oil and
that.
tomatoes,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, but this is fun.
it's there. It's a part of our tradition.
No. So when we you know, I'm going to finish off this is we're going to go back to my house, and I'm going to have a really nice either a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday night, me sitting at home drinking wine and what I would eat to go along with my wine. So I want to thank you, Max. 'cause
Thank
this
you.
was
It's a
wonderful.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Okay.
Thank you.
Till next time.
Till next time.
We'll be back. We'll be
Thank
back.
you.
So-
Welcome back. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I know I did. It was a beautiful, sunny, 85-degree weather day, and we had a lot of bees flying around us. I didn't get stung at all. I knew how to handle it, and we really had fun. And when I got home, I kind of still was in the mood for that theme of the wine and the cheese and all that. And this is how I love to eat on a Saturday afternoon, or maybe if Joe and I go out during the day on Saturday and we come home and we really don't want a heavy dinner, and I always have salami and prosciutto and cheese in the house, and we have a glass of wine with our olives. And so I thought that I would still continue to have that. So I opened up a bottle of red wine here. I have, let's see, what is this? Cabernet Sauvignon, and I actually tasted the grapes that make this, and it was delicious. And one of our best things to eat is a piece of cantaloupe with a piece of prosciutto wrapped around it, and you know, this is my way of eating. So I'm going to enjoy this lunch or dinner or whatever I have here. I hope everybody enjoyed my trip to the winery, and I'm going to eat. So until next time, I'm Cathy Lentine. Salute. Delicious.